So this is the first in Port Hedland, and when they're loaded they draw 18 metres and the harbour's only 20 metres deep, which means they can only leave on moderate to high tides. These are all iron ore bulk carriers, and some of them carry up to 250,000 tonnes in one load. Port Hedland is Australia's largest harbour for shipping iron ore, with 3 companies operating out of the port. BHP has 9 shipping berths, Fortescue Metal, which is Andrew Forrest, has 5 shipping berths, and Roy Hill, Gina Reinhardt has 2 shipping berths, all coming out of this harbour. This is a BHP tug, and Andrew Forrest has his own tugs so that his ships can leave without having to wait and book a tug. Apparently they have 3 tugs controlling this ship because they have to turn it around in the harbour before they load. This is a shipping timetable for the day. Notice how both ships come in and out on high tide, and later in the day only ships can come in, as being empty their water line is higher and they need less water depth. This is the Mineral Yangfan on way to Guangdong, China, 300 metres long and it 50 metres wide, and now that it's loaded it draws 17.5 metres of water. So it needs to go out on moderate to high tide, as the channel here is only 20 metres deep. Very long. They need to load these ships evenly, because if they load them in the middle they will just break in half, so they need to load them in stages. There she goes, the Mineral Yangfan, travelling at 4.3 knots according to the marine traffic. Very much enjoyed a presentation by the Seafarers Centre, who showed how the shipping works out in Port Hedland. They are supporting sailors that come into the port, showing a wonderful example of Christ-like care for others.
One on the inside, one on the outside, constantly working in tandem together, just trying to get the train through. Does that every 88 seconds. That rinses and repeats its way all the way through, right until we finish dipping the whole train. When the train is finished dumping, loco driver jumps back on about just outside the rail loop. He says, "I'm back on the train. I've got custody of this train." And we say, "On you go." And it goes back to the mine, and then the whole cycle repeats.
Some amazing statistics of the Port Hedland port. Each train carries 268 carriages and about 40,000 tonnes. That's 960,000 tonnes coming into the port every day at a value of $90 million, and that's BHP only. With each ship carrying about 250,000 tonnes, BHP thus ships out about a total of 4 ships of iron ore every day. These trains are fascinating. Using 2 locomotives and then halfway in the line another 2 locomotives, the total of 268 ore carrying carriages make a massive long line, sometimes up to 2 kilometres in length. There are about 4 railway lines going in, as well as another 4 going out, as these trains run 24 hours per day. Leaving Port Hedland, we headed south to beautiful Karijini National Park. On the road and later on in Tom Price, we saw many iron ore mines which shipped to both Port Hedland as well as to Karratha.
Left side right through over to the right side, that was just one mountain.
digger, massively big digger. At the
Hold up the sign. Press my face to the back. All the pills.
This one is the hematite. This is the 70% iron ore pure, 30% oxygen. This is the one they're after. This is the money. This up here is the low-grade secondary crusher. At the moment it's still not being used because they're still doing some maintenance work on it. To a conveyor and then send it up to that top loading system you see on the right. It goes into that hopper, silo or whatever you like to call them, where you come from. And that silo will put it down onto a conveyor into the train.
iron ore industry in WA Pilbara is massive, with 1900 kilometres of railway line, 17 mines, 4 ports where we ship the ore out, 220 locomotives and over 100 global customers. So we're going up Mount Nameless, 4-wheel drive only past this point. There's a car in front of us there I can see, going up on the hill.
Mount Nameless. We're going.
We'll call it Mount Shaky.
Mount Shaky.
Hold up the sign.
Iron ore train with 3 locomotives coming into Tong Price. And just look at the length of it. This is the Rio Tinto iron ore mine where we had a tour this afternoon. We'll then take tours for all the staff, the workers, and you can see the original mountain from over there in the middle of the picture. That used to go right across all the way down to that mountain. And they've completely taken the hill away. There's a town of Tong Price. Beautiful.
Rough. Very rough road.
Driving along the Tong Price Railway Line Road, which is a mining road where we needed a permit to drive along here. And it's well maintained because it's maintained by the mining companies.
We're covered in the dust. Another iron ore tree.
The snakes around the corner. Three engines on the front, Rio Tinto again.
Amazing.
Empty train going to the mine to pick up the ore. It was great fun to understand a little more about WA's largest export industry, which is iron ore, and shipping that out to the rest of the world. Such an amazing, huge and organised process.